In this video, I'm going to show you how to place the front engine mount on this Dodge Grand Caravan. It's located underneath on the front of the engine, right on this cross member. Let's get started. Use a 16mm socket, remove these two bolts that hold the engine mount from the bottom through this cross member. Now we have to support the engine so that we can relieve pressure off that engine mount. I'm on a lift, so I'm going to use a pole jack. If you're on the ground, you can just use a floor jack. And I have a rubber pad here. You can use a piece of wood if that's what you have. I'm going to jack up right on the corner of this oil pan. Now I'm not going to lift the engine much. I just want to put a little bit of pressure on it to lift the engine mount off of this cross member. That's it right there. I can move it around. Obviously be very careful not to pinch your hand in there at this point. And now let's remove the through bolt. It's a 15mm in size. Get that out. Pull this away. Slide the engine mount straight up. There it is. Make sure the mounting surface is clean up here. You don't want any debris getting in the way of the engine mount sitting flat on this cross member. When you put this in, this tab needs to face towards the front of the vehicle, and this, if you can tell, it's offset. This also needs to face towards the front of the vehicle, towards the radiator, that is. Slide this engine mount up into place here. Line it back up. I'm going to put the through bolt in first. I put a little bit of anti-seize on the shank of the bolt. It's out in the open here, so I don't want it to rust. Now I'm going to start it, but I will not tighten this until the engine is sitting back down. You don't want this to be tightened with odd pressure on it. Now lower the engine back down and start in these two bolts. At this point you can still move the mount around to line these up. Snug them up. The torque for these two is going to be 40 foot-pounds. Now we can torque this one since the engine is in its neutral resting position. The torque for this is going to be 50 foot-pounds. That's it right there.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.